You're spending money on AI tools that are making you busier, not richer. And the problem isn't the technology. Most small business owners I talk to have subscriptions to 4 or 5 AI platforms. ChatGPT, Jasper, some social media scheduler, maybe a design tool. They're paying $100, $200 a month. And they're working the same hours they did last year. Because they're using AI like it's a better calculator. Here's what's actually happening. You automated your email responses. Great. Now you get more emails. You automated your content calendar. Fantastic. Now you're posting 7 days a week instead of 3, and your engagement is flat. You didn't buy yourself time. You bought yourself more work. The advice you've been following says automate everything you can. Automate your scheduling, your invoicing, your follow-ups. But here's the thing no one mentions. Tasks aren't what slow you down. Decisions are. Every automated task still requires you to decide what to automate, when to trigger it, what the output should look like, and whether it actually worked. You traded doing for managing. That's not leverage. So what's the smarter way? Stop asking, what can AI do for me? Start asking, what decisions am I making over and over that don't need to be made by a human? That's the shift. Most businesses need 3 layers, not 1. Automate. Delegate. Replace. Automate the repetitive stuff that has zero judgment involved. Scheduling. Data entry. Reminders. Delegate the stuff that needs a human, but not you. Customer service. Basic research. First draft content. And here's the one people miss. Replace your own judgment in areas where you're not adding value. That last one is where the actual time comes back. Let me give you an example. Most people use AI to write email drafts. Fine. Saves 10 minutes. But a smarter business uses AI to decide which leads to follow up with in the first place. You feed it your CRM data, engagement history, deal size, timeline. It scores every lead and tells you the top 5 to call today. You're not automating typing. You're automating triage. Same thing with pricing. You're probably still setting prices based on gut feel or what a competitor charges. An AI model can ingest your cost data, competitor pricing, customer willingness to pay, and give you a recommendation in 3 seconds. You just made a faster, better decision without thinking about it. That's replacement. Here's the difference. A business automating tasks still has a human reviewing everything. You automated the invoice, but you're still checking it. You automated the social post, but you're still approving it. A business replacing decisions doesn't review. It trusts the system to make the call, and only steps in when something is outside normal range. One is busy. One has leverage. Let me show you what this looks like in a real business. Small e-commerce brand. 12 people. Selling skincare products. The owner was spending 4 hours a day answering customer questions. Which product for dry skin? How to use the serum? Where's my order? First instinct? Automate responses with a chatbot. They tried that. Customers hated it. Here's what they did instead. They replaced the decision of whether a question needed a human. AI reads the message. Scores it for complexity and emotion. Simple question, no frustration? Auto response with product link. Complex or emotional? Routed to a human immediately, with context already summarized. The owner went from 4 hours to 30 minutes. But here's the deeper point. The best use of AI isn't making more decisions faster. It's designing your business so fewer decisions need to be made at all. If you're constantly deciding which invoices to send, your pricing structure is broken. If you're always deciding what to post, your content strategy doesn't exist. AI exposes the cracks. And if you use it right, it forces you to fix the system, not just patch the symptoms. Here's what happens if you keep using AI the wrong way. You'll add more tools. You'll automate more tasks. And 18 months from now, you'll be working weekends managing your automations. You'll have a tech stack that costs $300 a month. And you still won't have time to think about strategy. Because you never gave the machine permission to make decisions. You just gave it permission to do your grunt work faster. And in business, faster grunt work just means more grunt work. The shift you need to make is this. Stop thinking like an operator. Start thinking like an architect. Operators ask, how do I do this faster? Architects ask, how do I make sure this doesn't require me at all? You're not trying to speed up decisions. You're trying to eliminate the need for them. AI is the tool. But the real work is designing a business where your judgment is reserved for the few things that actually matter. Product direction. Key hires. Strategic pivots. not whether to send a follow-up email on Tuesday or Wednesday. So here's what to do this week. Don't buy another tool. Don't automate another task. Just spend 20 minutes and write down every decision you made yesterday. All of them. What to work on first. Who to respond to. What to say. What to charge. What to prioritize. Then circle the ones you made more than once. Those are your targets. Not for automation. For replacement. That's where you'll find the hours. AI won't save your business. But using it to buy back your judgment might. Most people are automating the wrong layer. You don't have to be most people.